Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on this vlog today, Sunday, April 26th. I like to call this my quarantine vlog. So I have a special guest today who's going to be performing a couple songs, and I hope that brings a smile to your face. Before I introduce her, though, I do want to mention that we're not going to be talking about the latest information on COVID-19 or what's been going on or the latest updates. But I do encourage anybody who is looking for that information to go to cdc.gov or who.int. Those are great websites with great resources. cdc.gov, I love going there because they actually have a map. You can select the community that you want to get information from, and then it redirects you to those states' health departments, and you can get the latest information from there. You can also follow your local media sources for any press conferences that come up with information on COVID-19, and also your local health officials. They usually put out a lot of good stuff on social media. Today, with this vlog, it's really going to be kind of having fun, having a chat with friends. So I really want to introduce my next guest. She's a Latin country music artist, and just a great person overall, fun, kind, and I'm really proud to call her a friend. Dianna, hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you holding up through all this?
We got to do what we have to do, right? I'm
Yeah.
doing good. Got a little sun a couple days ago, and so it's we just have to really keep strong during this time, I think, and keep our keep positive.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Well, and you've been doing a lot of great things. By the way, I'm getting already comments from folks saying things that you're great. So here's a comment from Michelle Dean, saying she's amazing. Um,
yeah,
but
no.
but you're doing a lot of great stuff right now, putting a lot of great content. I think you just had an Instagram live concert. So how has that experience been for you?
It's really interesting because right now I can at least see you while I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
On Instagram Live, you're just kind of looking at your phone, hoping people are there. Because when I'm not wearing my glasses, I just tell people, send me a heart or send me a thumbs up or something, because you know, it's really hard for me to see. But it's nice to see someone back and forth than to just kind of stare at your phone. But the responses have been amazing. People have been doing nothing but sending me a lot of love, and I do one a week. I'm going to maybe do twice a week. I'm trying to get on the different time zones because I have a lot of fans in the UK, and they
Really?
actually wake up. Yeah, they're like, you know what? We were up at 3 in the morning. We made sure we set our alarm clock, and I was on a UK magazine, Mic Drop magazine, the front cover.
Wow.
So yeah,
Okay.
so I've got a lot of fans, people from Africa, Kenya. I have people from Brazil. So I'm going to do one, I think, during the daytime on Monday, and then one at night. I'm still figuring out the schedule. Last week
Uh-huh.
was my first concert, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going to make it to
Yeah.
everyone.
What?
So
Yeah, exactly. Well, which time frame has been most successful for you to do these Instagram live concerts, or do you not
well,
have that?
I did a meet and greet
Uh-huh.
kind of for 30 minutes on a Thursday at
Oh,
6.
oh,
And
interesting.
a lot of
Okay.
people jumped, yeah. And then I did a concert on, because I thought, hey, Friday night, sipping margaritas together. So,
I love it. Yeah.
and that was successful, but I think a little earlier is more successful. I'm trying to get around because I know people still have to work. I know
Yeah.
kids still are going, they have to get up early for their Zoom because I have a
Yeah.
lot of friends and teachers. In fact, Michelle that just said hello to me, she's a teacher.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's actually that's Diane Warren's niece.
Well, very
You know,
nice.
this Diane Warren?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad she's
yeah.
tuning in and watching this live. Yeah, we can't wait to have you play a few songs here. But I gotta say, I really love the guitar behind you. Yeehaw!
Yeah.
what's the story
and
of
I
that?
have Hey Y'all. I have Hey Y'all over there. Those are actually in my Andale Yeehaw music video.
Oh,
And then
okay.
my boots are down there too. My boots that I wore.
Uh
So yeah. And I got a yeah. So I just try to keep it even during my shows. I try to keep a great background. Always have to have my roses, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, but it's you know, music. I think again, music is so healing. Music is uplifting, and I try to tell people, hey, let's do a concert. Get dressed
yeah.
up, put on your boots, put on some makeup. Let's do this together, right?
Exactly. I love that. Well, should we play a little bit of the Andale Yeehaw video? I mean, what do you think?
Oh yeah, play some of the video, sure.
Okay, all right. Let's see if we can do this right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it in to the software I'm using and see if that works out.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I actually do. I teach some of the line dance during my live performance. I
oh,
do it towards the end because it wears me out. Yeah.
interesting. Okay, so what I'm gonna try and do here is play this, but okay, here we go. Let's cut to this right now.
Vamos, y'all. Let's leave our week. It's a weekend fiesta. Come with me, my treat. Sipping margaritas together. Yeah, I know where we can go. Where smooth tequila flows from my lips to my feet. Vamos, y'all, feel the beat. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. It's a weekend fiesta. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. There's no time to siesta. Let it go on the floor. Don't hold back any longer. Body heat next to me. Buoyancy getting stronger. We'll be dancing all night long to this Latin country song. Ven aquí, then you'll see. Este baile caliente. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. It's a weekend fiesta. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. Andale, andale, yeehaw. There's no time to siesta.
Oh yeah, that was great. It got me jumping right now and moving. That's an awesome song.
You know the great thing about that song,
Uh-huh.
I have people that tell me, you know what, I'm in quarantine. It was my birthday, and I played that song. You know, and so it makes me so happy that people are enjoying it as much as they are, and there is a Spanish version. It's
Yes.
vamos, amor, llega fin de semana, juntos los dos, bailemos hasta mañana. So all those people ask me, do you speak Spanish? But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a Spanish version too. It's all
Yeah.
Spanish. So
Yeah, and the cool thing is that if you go right now, we're looking at your Instagram account. So if you go to your Instagram page, you can actually get a link tree in your
yes,
bio.
Linktree.
Yeah, and then
Yes,
that loads up basically your YouTube channel as well as your other Facebook accounts. But
everything.
there's links for the Andale Yeehaw in Spanish. And also on the English version we were just playing right now.
Right.
Yeah, and they got Robert. You
Now,
got
the YouTube
Rubberneck
channel
too.
is very important. It's
Yes.
very important to me that people click onto that. Please subscribe because
Hmm.
I'm going to be posting a new song every single week. The last song that I did was Imagine by
Hmm.
John Lennon. So, we're also sharing from the news camp. When I did the
Yes.
show for news camp, we put Who's Better Have Your Boots Been Under, Rubberneck.
Hmm.
So, and subscribers can actually ask me what song to sing next. If there's a cover song they want me to do, I'll do it. I'll be happy to do it. So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're just looking a little bit too at your YouTube channel right here with what you did at Camp News, and
Right.
yeah, and Camp News, takes
Your,
place
your,
during.
your wife is in it.
Yes, exactly. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the point here where, yeah, there she is, right there on the right, with the
She's adorable. Yeah, your wife is Nancy. She's doing the line dance on Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under. I love
Yeah.
it. And everyone joined in on the Lehi. It was amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much fun. So much fun. We had so much fun. It was your 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a fun element I think that you bring. By the way, I gotta ask, like, what is exactly Latin country music as opposed to just country music in Spanish?
Right. Okay. So, and that was asked to me before. People use an example like Linda Ronstadt. Okay,
Hmm.
she is Mexican, and the difference between Latin country and for me saying it would be Mexican or Hispanic. I'm actually I was raised Puerto Rican, and but my nationality is from Spain, España. So
Mm.
we use proper Spanish. If you look at the dialect on the words,
Yeah.
it's a proper Latin verbiage. So that's what makes it Latin country. Yeah.
Mm. I like that.
But the idea is the Zach Brown band. Again, it's listening to Adios y vaya con Dios. It was amazing when I heard that because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted to do. I was already writing on the Yeehaw, and I heard that, and it was already coming in anyway. So, that gave me more encouragement to do what I wanted to do. So,
Wow. That's awesome.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and in fact,
uh-huh.
sorry, we went to Texas. It's an amazing studio in Texas, and Sonic Ranch Studios.
Mm.
And I'm doing some Latin country songs. One of them's called Latin Cowboy. It's amazing. We have trumpets and everything, and the guys that play the trumpets in my new song play for the Zach Brown Band. Isn't that
Oh,
amazing?
wow.
How cool is that?
That's awesome. Oh man.
I know. I was like, it was like a surprise when I got there. I just Alberto Lopez is my producer, and he's amazing. He just knows some amazing people, and I just thank him so much. Yeah.
Wow. That's great. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Well, do you wanna play the first song for us right now?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this song,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are missing. Oh, sorry. I know a lot of people are missing. I know, right? It's live. It's live, people. Let me get to it. A lot of people are missing Stagecoach right now, and
Hmm.
it's really unfortunate that this is happening. And I wrote this song at Stagecoach. It's about, you bring a guy to Stagecoach, and there's a lot of pretty girls out there.
Hmm.
And when a girl walks by, catches his eye, rubber neck. So there were a lot of rubbernecks there. Right now, there's a lot of rubbernecks at home, but
Mm.
itching to get out. So
Yeah.
here it is. Can y'all hear me? Okay,
Yes.
here we go. This song's called Rubberneck. Here we go. At a hospital or a Grove Street, car washed on the mall. No matter where he goes, he looks at them all. Sunday morning church, or a corner coffee shop. Even walking down the street, he can't even stop. He's got no self-control, walking straight into a hole. Kind of tripping on what he sees. Any girl walks by, catches his eye, rubberneck, in a coat shop, old man and skirt, rubberneck, and he shivers fast, never looks in the eyes from her head down to her feet. No matter where he goes, one hell of a show, everybody sees. He's so blind by what he sees, he can't be discreet. No, his creepy stares and full of that. He's a rubberneck. Let me tell you something. Whoa, he ain't high on cocaine or any alcohol, but he staggers like an ass before he trips and falls. And then the girl's a piece of candy with the wrapper on the phone. Once he gets a fix, we can't leave alone. He's got no self-control, walking straight into a hole. Got him tripping on rubberneck. Any shape or size, never looked in the eyes, from my head down to her feet. No matter where he goes, one hell of a show. Everybody sees. He's so blind by what he sees. He can't be discreet. No, his creepy stares in full effect, 'cause he's a rubberneck, rubberneck. Rubberneck, rubberneck. Rubberneck, rubberneck. We know you're out there still. Go rubberneck, rubberneck. Any girl walks by, catches his eye. Rubberneck, rubberneck. In a cut-off shirt, old Alaska. Rubberneck, rubberneck. Any shape or size, never looked in the eyes, from my head down to her feet. No matter where he goes, one hell of a show. Everybody sees. He's so blind, he can't see. You can't really see. His creepy stares in full effect. He's a rubberneck, rubberneck. Rubberneck, rubberneck. Keep your creepy stare to yourself, and it's rubberneck, rubberneck.
Nice. Woo! Yes, I love that. That was
There you go,
awesome.
right?
Yeah, I was moving my neck
Oh,
too,
here I'm
rubbery. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
keep your creepy stares. And I always like, you see, Addis rubberneck, Addis rubberneck. I always put a little splash of, Latin in there.
yeah, yeah. So what's the story behind that song?
Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, when I again, like I said, when I went to Stagecoach, just seeing these people, these guys just constantly getting, I mean, the girls are just smacking them left and right. But I actually did see a guy, I was with someone one time, dating someone, and we were walking, and a really cute hostess goes, "Goodbye," and he turned around, and he's like, "Oh, goodbye," and I closed the door. He was flirting with her, so I closed the door, and he slammed his face into the door when he turned around. So that's where I got, walking straight into a pole, like these guys aren't paying attention, So it's, I write little things. Every time I see something really cool, I'll write about it. So I have a lot of fun in country music. It's all a story,
Yeah, exactly. And I know that you were on as a guest on my podcast, and so we talked about all this stuff. And one of the things that you said in that podcast, which I invite everybody to listen to, it's called "The Hangry Mexican."
Yes. That was so much fun.
Oh, well, thank you. But
like a couple tequilas though. Okay.
That was pre-quarantine.
It was very quarantined. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
But in there, you mentioned that the way that you remember the lyrics, and this is the first time I've ever heard of this type of process, but the way that you remember the lyrics to a song is you paint a story in your mind.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I also have another song. It's "You Got Some Nerve," and I think I write a lot different than some of the writers out there. I'll write like the story about the guy, and then I demote the guy in the chorus, and then I write again about him again, and then I kind of demote him again in the chorus. But I show it as the story goes. At a hospital or grocery, car wash. I kind of walk the guy through in my mind. It's almost like singing the national anthem. I've sang the national anthem over 15 times. Hockey games, all that. I think of the story. I kind of read about the story about the national anthem. So it goes on in my mind, the bombs. It kind of goes as a story in my mind from beginning to end. Kind of like if you read a book,
I love that.
He came through the front door and he left through the back, I guess. I don't know. the last verse, I kicked him out, I mean, I brought him in and then I kicked him out at the end.
Oh, oh, that's fun. So, yeah. That's yeah. It's you got great stories to tell. I mean, I think we could just talk for hours and hours because you got so many
Oh my
good
gosh.
stories to tell.
Well, the quarantine thing also, I mean, with everything going on, I'm watching a lot
Yeah.
of people's stories.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a lot of people don't realize I was not in a house. Only six months ago, I was in an apartment, kind of a high-rise apartment in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
And I only had a way to really look outside. So, I really feel for these people that are in apartments right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be difficult. And so I started writing a song about that, living in an apartment or living in, a closed environment, and then listening to their stories about how they brought love back into their lives again because, there was a disconnect in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's good and bad stories, don't get me wrong, but a lot, it's nice to hear when people are like, wow, I'm dating my husband again. It's like, that's wow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to write stories about other people's lives, and that's, kind of how my songwriting is going right now.
Wow. Okay. So,
Yeah.
I have noticed an increase in digital content on the social media platforms. So you're right. Like I'm seeing a lot more people post things about what they're going through, and that's actually one of the inspirations behind this quarantine vlog that I'm doing because I want to check in with people and see how they're handling the situation. I don't want to talk about the pandemic in itself, but just more like listen to that person's story and what they're doing. And I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're doing a fantastic job just uplifting people's spirits. I think with your great content, your music.
Well, I also have a TikTok, y'all. Every every comedian to the singer to, I mean, Keith Urban even has one now. A lot of people are doing TikToks, and if you go on my TikTok, same thing. It's the same thing. Dianna_Latin_country. I'm doing some silly stuff on there, and you're not going to see it on my Instagram or anything else. So if you want to look at some of my TikToks and you want to have fun, I'm sure you guys saw me fall down a hill. I couldn't even get the mail. I went up the hill just to be silly, and I fell. Very clumsy person, but I do have some other funny things that I do on there, just to get people to laugh.
Yeah, and you do parodies too, parody songs of
yes.
Like what, for example?
I did. You Are Not Alone. You are not alone. I see you on my phone. How could this be? You're not here with me. And then it talks about how the internet's real smart, but the internet's real smart and you are not alone. I just did one today in my pajamas. And it was Dale. And then it goes, I woke up in my pink pajamas. Daylight come and we have to stay home. So I'll stay in my pink pajamas. Because daylight come and we have to stay home.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I got out of my pink pajamas for you, so.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I've been wearing pajamas for so long now. I mean, every now and then I do, get out and put on some regular clothes. In fact, yesterday I just went to the supermarket and that was an adventure. I never thought that I would think of going grocery shopping as a huge big adventure until now. Yeah, it's I mean, now there's signs plastered all over saying you cannot come in unless you're wearing a face covering. So luckily I had a mask on and it was great. But how is it for you just going out of the house to get essentials?
Well, I can't see the split screen anymore, so I can't. I'm going to show my mask.
Oh yeah, no, we can see it.
Oh, can I? Okay. So
yeah.
This is a mask that someone sent me. They made me a mask, and it has music notes all over it. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Wow.
Cool.
Look at that.
It's a washable mask, and I guess you're supposed to put like a coffee filter so that some type of filter. But it's really cute, isn't it? I hope it's not someone's underwear or bra. That's all I'm asking. Kind of, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, where's the other side of the bra? Maybe I'll make it into that when it's over.
Yeah, and I got an email from Lucky Brands. This is it's a clothing store. Yeah, and they usually sell jeans and stuff, and I mean, I gotta say, like, they're really comfortable jeans. So I bought one or two from there before, and so I got this email, and I guess now they're making reusable masks, cotton masks, the Lucky
Oh,
brand.
that's
Yeah.
neat.
They seem
Huh.
pretty cool. It's not like pretty nice, but they're all sold out. They're out of stock right now. So I did an email alert, or sign up for an email alert to have me be notified whenever the masks are available again. But they seem pretty cool. I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought this would be a fashion statement that you would be making, wearing these
You
masks
know,
nowadays.
I was really happy because I mean, I guess
Hmm.
glad that I used part of my brain because before I realized that we were going to be quarantined, and I kind of knew that was going to happen, I went online and I looked up dental masks instead of medical masks because the medicals were gone.
Hmm.
And they had one box of 10 masks pink. I mean, come on, it's my favorite color.
Yeah.
And so, but they're triple layer because you think about it, dentists, they're in your mouth.
Hmm.
So I got those before this all happened. But
Wow.
but like I said, the washables are good. Yeah, I ended up getting those. But I mean, to breathe in them, and then I have such a respect now for. I mean, I do anyway for medical, but I couldn't wear my glasses
Yeah.
with the mask. I see Hal Eisner.
Yes.
Hal's walking around with his mask and his fogged up glasses all the time. He cracks me up. It's real. I mean, the pain is real. It's
Yeah.
like you can't see anything. So if there's a trick out there that how to wear a mask with your glasses, please let us know because we really need to
Yeah.
figure that one out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and the same thing with sunglasses. I had to take mine off because all the times that I've used my sunglasses with the mask on, yeah, you're right, it fogs up. And yeah,
Well, think about when you have to wear glasses because you can't see. Because I'm looking for expiration dates, making sure that
yeah,
they're not, leaving stuff on the shelves. And
yeah,
I just can't, I'm like pinching on my mask trying to blow air back up into my eyeballs. So,
yeah.
yeah.
No, it's I'll have to research that too because that just piqued my interest. Yeah,
Someone said to spray deodorant in and I'm like, yeah, that's a joke. I'm not doing
yeah.
that. I smell
Oh,
deodorant all
yeah.
day. Yeah. So,
But I was just reading an article about somebody that was wearing an N95 mask for hours and hours. This happened, I think, in another part of the country, but wearing an N95 mask for hours and hours and hours, and then they ended up passing out because it couldn't get good proper oxygen flow in there, and
yeah.
they just passed out. So it shows you that you're not really meant to wear these masks for a very long time. I was only in the store,
Right.
I want to say maybe for about half hour. And I didn't put on the
Mm,
mask until after I parked. So I was in the car, and then I parked, and I put on my mask, and
that's
then
what they
walked
do.
out. And even in those 30 minutes, I started after 10, 12 minutes, I started feeling a little bit more
Claustrophobia, right?
yeah, I just started feeling like itchy a little bit.
I get claustrophobic. I can't even
Yeah.
do that because I feel like I'm constricted.
Uh-huh.
But the thing that gets me is watching people in the store. Okay, so I have on my gloves,
Mhm.
and you touch everything in the store. Two things about them. You're touching everything in the store, and then when you leave, you take them off and you throw them in the trash can, people, because I've noticed them in the parking lots on the ground. There's gloves everywhere now. People
Mhm.
aren't throwing them in the trash bins. But what I notice is people keeping them on, getting in their car, and then touching the steering wheel and driving off. So what's the point of wearing the gloves? I mean, you're putting whatever you touched in the store
Mhm.
into your car on your steering wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
and
have a video. I have a video of a guy pushing his shopping cart without gloves. He has his mask on. I'm not
uh-huh.
kidding you. This is for real. And while he's in line waiting for the check, to check out, he pulls his mask down, opens a bag of Doritos, and starts eating them. After he
Wow.
touched
Wow.
I just don't understand. I'm just like, what's going on? Like,
Where's this
it's,
video?
I know. I was going to post it on my TikTok. Like, what?
Wow.
What's wrong with these people? Yeah.
That is great. Well, what I ended up doing yesterday was, so I went with my wife to go get the food, and we took these disinfecting wipes with us. So
Right.
we got a couple of those out, and we wiped down the cart before. It was in one of these cart dispensers. So we wiped it down, the handle. We wiped down the areas where we were gonna put the food in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went in and just started getting the food, and of course, you got to put them in the bags that the store has. So what I ended up doing, and this was a smart and yeah, so it was a Smart and Final, and usually I love Smart and Finals because they sell other stuff like food gloves, which we didn't see any, unfortunately, this time around, but. They sell their own like grocery bags, or plastic bags, and they're already, they come in packages and stuff. It's for anybody that's gonna be handling food and whatnot. So this is not coming from the actual store. It's just an item, a product that's packaged already, and they have them stocked in the shelves. So I ended up getting some of these plastic baggies. So when we got home, we dumped all the food out of the bags that they were in, threw those bags out, and put the food in these little baggies that were all sealed up from a prepackaged thing, and so we put that inside the refrigerator. And we made a mistake before of not doing that. But then the more we think about things, it's funny how we just evolved into, okay, now we gotta try this and do
That's what I
this.
was saying. I wonder how many people are going to wash their hands, like how many, because before I remember going to the bathrooms and see
Uh-huh.
waitresses come in, and I'm washing my hands, and they walk out the bathroom door and they leave. And I'm going,
Wow.
excuse me. Yeah, so I'm wondering how much this is. They did have a thing. There's a doctor, and he showed that you should clear off half of your counter for the groceries you bring in. And put on a new pair of gloves, and then take everything out of the box, like cereal, throw the box away and keep the
Mhm.
bag. So he was
Yeah.
showing certain things like that. But I don't know once this is over if we're going to be, I don't know. I wonder if people are just going to go back to it or be
Yeah.
more mindful. Or,
Exactly.
I put that video up too. If you saw that one, I put all my cleaners on the table, and I said, "Wait a minute, I already had all these cleaners because everyone remember at the beginning, everyone was rushing to hoard everything."
Yeah.
And I said, "Does that mean there's a bunch of people out there with dirty homes?" you
Yeah.
know, it's like,
Yeah.
is it getting people to get clean, or yeah. So
Yeah.
I already
No.
have the bleach.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's a crazy world out there right now. But I keep finding ways of see how much. I mean, even delivery food. The last time we ended up getting delivery was maybe about 3 weeks ago or so. And yeah, we're trying to cook more at home and buy enough for at least 2 weeks. I've heard some folks recommend just buying for 7 weeks and then going back there again. So it's not like a daily thing. It's just once a week
Well,
you go
they're
to the
saying
grocery store. But
a lot of people are supporting their restaurants too.
yeah,
Buying from the restaurants to keep them afloat also. So
hmm
I make sure I do that part too.
yeah,
Supply
exactly. So
local,
yeah,
local restaurants.
exactly. So every now and then we do treat ourselves to delivery. There was one entire week when we went without going to the grocery store, so we were doing delivery. But even
What are you
then,
going to say with the toilet paper?
but see, with delivery, including like with these Amazon packages that arrive, just get the stuff, or the packages, and then take them out to the backyard and open them
Right.
there, and like go and clean our hands. And I mean, it's a process, and just take
It
everything
is.
out. If it's food, then just dump everything else out. Like if it's delivery, I before the food gets here, I set up a part of the counter, like you said, for the food to sit on, and then I have containers and plates. And then when the food gets in, yeah, so I go around opening the containers, dumping the food on the plate, getting rid of that container, and washing my
Then you're ready
hands.
for a
And
nap.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it becomes an
That's a lot of
exercise.
work, right?
Yeah,
You're like, wait a minute, I have these huge muscles on my arms and my fingers are stronger. The upper body is
Uh,
stronger.
exactly. Um,
Yeah.
well, Diana, we're about to wrap this up, but I know you have one more
Right.
song to perform for us. But before we do that, is there anything else you'd like to add or mention that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
Yeah, just another, reminder, please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really want to, have a new song for everyone a week. And, just keep strong. I actually have my bracelet on that says strength. See, strength. Just
Mm-hmm.
keep strong. And, listen, support the artists. When somebody goes live, definitely, if you want a show, I mean, we're giving you shows, to keep all of our spirits up, and just know you are not alone. So, yeah.
Perfect. Well said. And your YouTube channel, social media accounts, I'm gonna put in the description or the
Thank you.
caption to these posts, so they'll be able to track you there as well. All right. Well, Diana, and for everybody watching, I do appreciate you tuning in and being part of this quarantine vlog. I really do appreciate your support. You can follow me on social media, Instagram and Twitter handles, or right below at the bottom of your screen there. And for anybody, again, that wants to get the latest information on COVID-19, you can visit the websites down the bottom of your screen there, cdc.gov and who.int. Lots of great resources there. Yeah, until next time, take care of each other, go get some fresh air. Diana, take it away.
Thank you. This is a song that has not been out yet, so I am especially singing it for you. It's a ballad. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much. It's called Hands. A woman from Kentucky raised 3 kids on her own. Hardly any money, built a shed into a home. With a gentle touch, she showed them how to walk and how to stand, and how to work with what you're given. Like a storybook, it's written in her hands. In her hands, there's peace and understanding. In her hands, a love that's everlasting. In her hands is a heavy cross to bear, but the strength beyond compare in her hands. He was born a ranchero, like his fathers before. From the years of working hard, his hands are calloused and sore. But he suffers through the hardships, living off the land. Like a labor of love, puts on his gloves, prays to God and leaves it in his hands. In his hands is peace and understanding. In his hands a love that's everlasting. In his hands is a heavy cross to bear, the strength beyond compare in his hands. From the farmer to the doctor, the meaner to the boxer, we use our skills to answer life's demands. From the preacher to the teacher, we do our best and like to understand. In their hands, there's peace and understanding. In their hands, a love that's everlasting. In our hands is a heavy cross to bear, and the strength to pull us through it. Our faith will guide us to it. We've got the strength to prove it in our hands. Thank you so much. Love you all.